In this lesson, we're going to discuss the remainder theorem and factor theorem. If the polynomial p of x is divided by x minus r, the remainder r is a constant and is equal to p of r. In symbol, we have r equals p of r. Okay, we have an example number 1. Find the remainder when 3x squared minus 4x plus 5 is divided by x plus 3. So, our p of x or the dividend is 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. So, yun yung polynomial natin. And then, ang x minus 3 natin is x plus 3. Okay, meron tayong dalawang paraan para makuha ang remainder. So, una dito is remainder theorem. X minus r equals x plus 3. Ito yung possible factor na i-divide natin sa polynomial. Okay. So, x plus 3, solve natin yung x. Para ma-solve yung x, okay, i-equate natin sa 0. So, magiging x plus 3 equals 0. And then, x plus 3 equals 0. Okay, by addition property of equality, mag-a-add tayo ng negative 3 both side of the equation, the left and the right side of the equation. 3 minus 3 is 0 and 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Therefore, our x is equal to negative 3. Again, ang value ng x natin ay negative 3. So, yan yung isa-substitute natin doon sa polynomial natin na 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Again, ang value ng x natin ay negative 3. So, meaning, para makuha natin yung remainder, papalitan natin lahat ng x ng negative 3. Replace x by negative 3. And then now, we have p of negative 3. Yung x palit ng 3 or palitan ng 3. Next, we have 3 times negative 3 square minus 4 times negative 3 plus 5. Okay, simplify. We have now negative 3 square. So, negative 3 square meaning, ita-times natin ng dalawang beses yung negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Then, next, 3 times 9 minus 4 times negative 3 plus 5. Okay, next step, we have p of negative 3 equals 3 times 9 equals 27. Then, negative 4 times negative 3 equals positive 12. Negative times negative is positive. Then, plus 5. Okay, simplify. Then, p of negative 3, 27 plus 12 plus 5 equals 44. So, 44 is our remainder. So, now we have p of x equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Then, we have x minus r equals x plus 3. Okay, therefore, the remainder when p of x equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 5 is divided by x minus r, which is x plus 3, is 44. Okay, ngayon naman gagamitin natin ang synthetic division para makuha ang remainder ng polynomial natin. Okay, we have 3x squared minus 4x plus 5 divided by x plus 3. Okay, 3x squared minus 4x plus 5, ito yung polynomial natin o ito yung dividend, and x plus 3 is the divisor o yung x minus r. So, the first step is to solve for x. To solve for x, kailangan natin siyang i-equate sa 0. So, x plus 3 equals 0. And then, i-apply natin yung addition property of equality. Okay, mag-a-add tayo both left and right side ng equation. Okay, we have x plus 3. To solve for x, kailangan natin magdagdag ng negative 3 sa left side and the right side. So, magiging 3 minus 3 equals 0. Then, 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Therefore, ang value ng x natin ay negative 3. Okay, negative 3 ang magiging divisor natin. Okay, so p of x equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Ayan, gagawa tayo ng ganyan. So, dyan natin ilalagay yung negative 3. Ayan yung magiging divisor natin, which is negative 3. So, ang polynomial natin is 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. And then, the next step is isusulat natin or kukunin lang natin yung mga numerical coefficient bawat term ng polynomial. Meron tayong 3 terms, which is, ang first term is 3x squared. So, ang numerical coefficient ng 3x squared ay, okay, 3. ang numerical coefficient ng negative 4x ay negative 4. And then, we have the constant 5. Isusulat lang natin or i-rewrite lang natin yung 3 sa baba. And then, i-multiply natin sa divisor. 3 times negative 3 equals negative 9. And then, negative 4, add natin sa negative 9. Okay, so negative 4 plus negative 9 is negative 13. And then, negative 13, ito times ulit natin sa divisor, which is negative 3. Negative 13 times negative 3, the answer is positive 9. Then, 5 plus 39 equals 44. So, same lang din yung remainder na nakuha natin doon sa remainder theorem at saka sa synthetic division. So, alin man sa dalawa pwede natin gamitin para makuha ang remainder. Okay, sa synthetic division, yung nasa dulo, yung pinakadulo na nakuha nating result, yun yung tinatawag na remainder. Okay, so let's have another example, which is the example number 2. Find the remainder when x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6 is divided by x minus 1. Okay, again, we're going to find the remainder. So, we have now p of x equals the x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6. So, ang divisor natin is the x minus r, which is x minus 1. Gagamitin uli natin yung dalawang ways kung paano makuha ang remainder. So, which is yung una is the remainder theorem. Okay, x minus r equals x minus 1. Then, the solution is to solve for x. To solve for x, which is x minus 1, i-equate natin sa 0. So, it becomes x minus 1 equals 0. And then, applying the addition property of equality, we have x minus 1 equals 0. Para ma-solve yung x, mag-a-add tayo ng 1 both left side and the right side of the equation. So, negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 0 plus 1 equals 1. Therefore, the value of x equals positive 1. Okay, positive 1 ang isa-substitute natin sa lahat ng x ng polynomial natin. Okay, we have p of x equals x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6. And x equals 1. The first step, again, is to substitute the value of x. Ibig sabihin, papalitan natin lahat ng x ng positive 1. So, now we have p of 1 equals x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6. Then, p of 1 equals, replace x by 1. So, we have 1 cubed plus 4 times 1 squared plus 1 minus 6. Okay, so now it is equal to p of 1 equals, okay, 1 cube, meaning tatlong beses nating ita-times yung 1. So, 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. Plus 4 times 1 square. So, dalawang beses nating ita-times ang 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So, 4 times 1 equals 4 plus 1 minus 6. Next, simplify. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 1 equals 6. Then, 6 minus 6 equals 0. So, our p of 1 is equal to 0. So, ibig sabihin, ang remainder is 0. Ngayon naman, gagamit tayo ng synthetic division para makuha yung remainder. Okay, ang polynomial natin o ang dividend natin is x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6. Divided by, which is the divisor, x minus 1. Yung x minus 1, yun yung x minus r natin. Now, solve for x, then equate to 0. So, x minus 1 equal to 0. Then, x minus 1 equal to 0. Use the addition property of equality, and then mag-add tayo ng 1 both side of the equation. Then, negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Then, it is equal to 0 plus 1 and x equals to 1. Which is na-solve na natin yun kanina. Again, using synthetic division, we have p of x equals x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6. Okay, yung value ng x na nakuha natin kanina, ilalagay natin sa may upper left corner. Okay, and then the next step is isusulat natin yung mga numerical coefficient ng bawat term ng polynomial natin. Okay, we have 1. Next, we have 4. And then, positive x. Wala tayong nakikitang number. So, 1, Pag wala tayong nakikitang number, that is always 1. And then the constant, negative 6. Okay, next, ibababa lang natin yung 1. And then, yung 1 na yan, i-multiply natin doon sa divisor na 1. Kaya 1 times 1 is equal to 1. And then, i-add natin, 4 plus 1 is 5. Then, yung 5, ta-times ulit natin sa divisor na 1. So, 5 times 1 is 5. And then, add 1 plus 5 is 6. Then, 6 times 1 is 6. And then, add negative 6 plus 6 equals 0. Okay, recall lang natin yung addition of integers. Okay, so kapag pareho ang sign, ang gagawin lang natin, i-add yung numbers or i-add yung integers and then kopyahin kung ano yung common sign. And then kapag magkaiba ang sign, ang gagawin po natin is isa-subtract and then copy the sign of the bigger number. Okay, since we add negative 6 plus positive 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. So again, 0 is our remainder. If the remainder is 0, means that x minus r is a factor of p of x. P of x is the polynomial and x minus r is the factor. Next is the factor theorem. May a-apply natin ang remainder theorem dito sa factor theorem. The polynomial p of x has x minus r as a factor if and only if p of r equals 0. Okay, in short, kapag ang result ng p of r is 0, ibig sabihin, yung factor na binigay na x minus r is factor ng polynomial p of x. Pero kapag ang result ng p of r ay hindi 0, ibig sabihin, yung factor na binigay na x minus r ay hindi factor ng polynomial p of x. Given a polynomial p of x, if x minus r is a factor of p of x, then p of r equals 0. Kapag yung factor na binigay na x minus r ay factor ng p of x, ang maging result is 0. Kapag hindi 0 yung result, ibig sabihin, hindi factor ng polynomial. Okay, letter B. If p of r equals 0, then x minus r is a factor of p of x. Okay, same lang din ang ibig sabihin. Binaliktad lang yung statement na if p of r is equal to 0, then x minus r is a factor of p of x. Okay, isa-summarize lang natin na kapag yung p of x dinivide doon sa x minus r or sinubstitute natin yung x minus r doon sa p of x, which is kapag ang result is 0, factor. Kapag hindi 0, hindi factor. Okay, example ng factor theorem. Example number 1. Show that x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. Yung x minus 2, ito yung x minus r. Yung x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6, ito yung p of x or tinatawag na polynomial. So, titingnan natin kung yung x minus 2 ba ay factor ng x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. Okay, so this is the solution. We have x minus r is equal to x minus 2. So the next step is to solve for x. Okay, to solve for x, equate natin sa 0. Sa x minus 2 equals 0. Addition property of equality, add positive to both left and right of the equation. So negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. Then 0 plus 2 equals 2. Then the value of x now is equal to positive 2. So, yan yung isa-substitute natin doon sa polynomial. Okay, gagamitin natin ngayon ang factor theorem para ma-determine na yung x minus 2 ay factor ng polynomial natin. Okay, so the value of x which is 2, substitute lang natin sa bawat x ng polynomial. So, we have p of 2. Yung x palitan natin ng 2, then we have x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. Then, p of 2 is equal to x palitan ng 2, so we have 2 cubed plus 2 times 2 squared minus 5 times 2 minus 6. So, lahat ng x papalitan ng value ng x which is 2. Then, simplify, p of 2 is equal to 2 cubed. 2 cubed means that tatlong beses nating i-multiply yung 2. So, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 equals 8. Then 2 times 2 square. 2 square is, dalawang beses natin ita-times ang 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then 2 times 4 equals 8. And then negative 5 times 2 equals negative 10 minus 6. Okay, then next, we simplify now. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 minus 10 is 6. So 6 minus 6 equals 0. So P of x or P of 2 is equal to 0. So which is 0 is the remainder. Again, pag 0 ang remainder, ibig sabihin ang x minus 2 ay factor ng polynomial natin. Okay, so again, since P of 2 is equal to 0, then x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. Okay, next, show that x plus 3 is a factor of 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Aalamin natin na yung x plus 3 ay factor ba ng x squared minus 4x plus 5. And this is the polynomial, and we have x equals negative 3. So, yun yung x minus r natin. Then, substitute natin yung value ng x na negative 3 doon sa x, or i-replace natin lahat ng x ng negative 3. So, now we have P of negative 3 equals 3 times negative 3 square minus 4 times negative 3 plus 5. Okay, the next is simplify natin. We have P of negative 3 equals, okay, we have negative 3 square. So, ibig sabihin, ta-times natin yung negative 3 ng dalawang beses. Negative 3 times negative 3 equals 9. So, we have now 3 times 9 minus 4 times negative 3 plus 5. Then the next step, we have P of negative 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. Then positive 5. And then we are going to add 27 plus 12 plus 5 equals 44. So the P of negative 3 equals 44. Okay, P of negative 3 equals 44. So our remainder is 44. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may remainder, hindi niya factor. So, again, since P of negative 3 equals 44, then x plus 3 is not a factor of 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Okay, ulitin natin para mas matandaan. Kapag ang result ay 0, ibig sabihin, yung given factor na x minus r is factor ng polynomial. Pero kapag hindi 0 ang result, ibig sabihin hindi factor yung x minus r ng polynomial. Okay, I think you're ready for your activity. And this is for your activity number 1, remainder theorem. So this is the directions. Use the remainder theorem to find the remainder r in each of the following. Gamit ang remainder theorem. Okay, next let's have number 2 or activity number 2, factor or not. Directions, use the factor theorem to determine whether or not the first polynomial is a factor of the second. Okay, good luck and try your best.